I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying, iced up. 100-yard dash.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Daniel McCullers in on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run again with Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
And he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Left, 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 left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And his Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. After the penalty, it's Bell. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll run it with Bell, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Snickers. Snickers. Monday. All right, let's go. Hey!
Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 39 that time. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays, no matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Let's go! Games. Gotta go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Complete to Washington. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Hurry up, let's go! Eight!
On third down, Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Snickers, you gotta spin. You do anything with the
Now Bell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Mahomes now to throw, and that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Set. Black 80. Tight down. There you go.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. On fourth down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fielded at the 20. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go, let's go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger will throw, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll go again with Bell. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, let's go.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Double, double. We got three, fellas. We got 3. Jack 16.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
You got to spin. Hey, we got 4. Jack 16. 49.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On 1st down, Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll be 3rd down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now here's Mahomes going up top. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jack 16.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Let's go now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
This is Hunt. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Conley's got it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And the kick by Butker is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Let's go, let's go. Show that bench release and go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A big 30-yard play on third. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll pitch it out to Bell. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's going to be caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is up to 18 now. This one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal is a way of doing it. Makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. first carry for James Conner. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When